Hey adventurers, so today is going to be a book tag video. This is the BookTube Numbers Tag. I was tagged by Chaz from Bookish Chaz, and so I wanted to go through and do this. I know that I have recently said that I'm kind of going away from the floof and content type videos, and the only reason why I'm really doing this tag is because at the time that Chaz created and tagged me in this video, I thought it sounded really interesting, and I thought this is a good one to help me get back into to fill in the spot for videos, because I needed videos at the time, and I didn't end up getting into it at that time, so I still wanted to come back and do this one, but it's going to be one of the last tags that I do for sure. I'm not going to do a whole bunch more tags, just because most of them feel more like floof and content than they do value, and so I really want to be adding value with my stuff. So I do want to do this one because I think there's some fun questions in here. So question 1, what was your first BookTube video? And so this is, I believe the first one that we released was the BookTube Newbie Tag, which is like an introductory video. Pretty much everybody knows what it is. Let me see if I can pull it up. So the first one, interesting. I did not realize that was the case. But I believe the first video that we released was the BookTube Newbie Tag, and then the second video that we released, I believe, was Martin the Warrior review, and I'd have to scroll all the way down to the bottom of my app to see if it'll get there, because apparently you can't sort by oldest to newest, which, okay, whatever. But that was my, yeah, it's not even letting me scroll that far. Oh well. So those were the first videos that we released on this channel. Question 2, how many books are you currently reading? That is a good question. I am currently actively reading Erudite by Tracy M. Joyce, Calculated by Nova McBee. So Erudite is my physical book, Calculated is my audiobook, and then my ebook is, what is this called? Majesty of Stone by Christopher Colvin. And then I am also listening to, in sections, The Fairy Queen by Edmund Spenser. And so I listened to Canto 1, which is the first section of that, first major section of that book, and I'll continue reading through that one as I go. So that's also an audiobook, but I'm taking a little bit of space in between it. I'm also going to hopefully today, today is in the time of filming this, start reading Old Moon Quarterly Volume 9. And so that's 5 books right there. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that I'm actively trying to get through. And I think those are the main ones. Yeah, so 4 or 5-ish books at the moment. Question 3, what are the top 3 books you read last year, as in 2025? That's a good question. I have not found that out. I know my favorite book of last year was, where did it go? The Walking Drum by Louis L'Amour was my favorite book of last year. I think I'd probably put Pathfinder by James Fenimore Cooper on that list, and as top 3. And I think the other one that I'm going to put on there is A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. And I think those are the ones that I'm going to call my top 3 books from 2025. And that's just me pulling something out right now without really genuinely thinking about it. Number 4, how many books did you read last year? That was a total of 86 read and 1 book DNF'd. So some of these are easy answers for me to find. How many books, this is question 5, how many books have you rated as 5 stars this year? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to ratings. I've read 50 some books already this year, and my Goodreads ratings oftentimes will just round up to 5 stars because it's easier than trying to explain. But genuine 5 stars, let's see, that weren't rereads, and I'll exclude that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't pick a book of the month for May or June. Good to know. Or July. I did, actually. I mean, there's at least one for each month that I've read, because my book of the month is usually a 5-star book. Queen of Sorcery, Jay Crow, The Boy Who Became a Jackrabbit, Empire of Silence, Honor Anthology. For May, I would say House of the Wolfings, The Odyssey, To Wake the Giant, Wind in the Willows, Sunrise Dagger, There's 5 there. June, Seeking Persephone. I don't know that I'd put Howling Dark there. White Fang, so there's 2 in June. July, Fife and Drum. So yeah, definitely read several, maybe 10 that I would probably rate as 5 stars in 2026 so far. Question 6. Do you have a reading target for this year? Are you on track? Yes and no. Yes, in that every year I put Goodreads at, I believe it's 65, and I'm well on track. I'm at 52 completed so far this year, and so definitely on track for hitting 65. But it's so yes in that way, no in the sense that I don't care so much what I'm reading as long as I'm consistently making progress through reading and learning and enjoying what I'm reading. Those are the big things. I want to be learning from what I'm reading, learning about storytelling, learning about the craft, learning about wordsmithing, whatever it might be, world building, character development, all those types of things. I want to be learning something from what I'm reading as well. So as long as I'm reading consistently and learning from what I'm reading, I'm happy, as well as enjoying it. Obviously, if I'm not enjoying it, I'm probably going to DNF it, unless the reason for reading it is very specifically because there's something in it that I want to learn about. Question 7. How many pages long is the book you are reading now? I went through the list of those books that I was reading, and I don't have the page counts on all of them currently. I forget what the 5th one was that I was talking about, but I pulled up the 4 books that I physically have right here. If I can remember the 5th one, I'll pull that one in, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Calculated by Nova McBee, which is my 3rd reread of the series, of this book, by the way. 388 pages. Old Moon Quarterly is 156. Majesty of Stone by Christopher Colvin, 468. Rada by Tracy M. Joyce is 446. So all around that, with the exception of the Old Moon, all around that 350 to 500 range. What was the other book that I said that I was reading? Oh, House of the Wolfings, or not House of the Wolfings, The Fairy Queen. That's a very long book. That's a whole bunch of books. That's 36 or something hours of audio, which puts it over 1,000 pages. Yeah, somewhere around or over 1,000 pages. I'm not exactly sure. So that's the rough numbers there. Question 9. Do I have a favorite number? Oh, wait. Nope, I skipped question 8. Question 8. How long are your videos? Generally around the 8 to 10 minute mark. Sometimes longer. Reviews tend to be 6 to 10 or sometimes up into the 12, 15, depending on how much I genuinely have to say. Usually it's around the 6 to 10 minute mark. For other types of videos, it can vary. My wrap-ups oftentimes end up being closer to 12 to 15. But yeah, so I try not to go over 20 minutes with them. I don't really care. It's not something that I'm a goal or anything to stay under 20 minutes with my videos. I just try and get through the information that I want to as quickly as I can and not be boring. I have a hard time with that part. But no, I don't have a specific time length that I shoot for or anything like that, but it tends to be around the 8 to 10 minute mark or 8 to 12 minute mark. All right, now question 9. Do I have a favorite number? I don't think so. I don't really think about that a whole lot. There's numbers that I think are really cool. I think 27 is a cool number. 13 I think is a fun number. There are definitely some numbers that I do like and appreciate. 7, that's a good number, the number of completion. So there's definitely some numbers that I don't mind. But yeah, I don't have anything specific that multiples of 9, multiples of 3 and multiples of 9, but also multiples of 5. I have to, like, with doesn't matter, never mind, not going to get into that. I don't really have a favorite number. No, I don't really have favorites anything. Question 10, last question. Do you have a book on your shelves with a number in the title or on the cover? Of course I do. I've got plenty of books with numbers on the cover in some way, shape, or form, whether it's because this is book 1 of the series or whatever. Majesty of Stone, Everlight, book 1. So there's a book with a number on it. So yes, absolutely I have books with numbers on them. Calculated also technically has a number on it. That's infinity, which is a number. So yeah, although it looks like an 8, which is also fitting and suitable with the story being told here. So yes, I definitely have books with numbers on them. That is the books. What is this called? The BookTube Numbers Tag. And yeah, that's really all that I have to say. Thank you for watching an Erudite adventure. Thank you, Chaz, for tagging me in this one. Hopefully this was fun or interesting, at least in some way. And yeah, it was fun to just have a lighter video a floof video to do, even though I'm trying to get away from that a little bit. But no, I do appreciate that Chaz tagged me in this one, and that he was thinking about me for this one. So anyways, thank you guys for watching Erudite Adventure. We post videos every Monday and Thursday, and our social media is linked in the description down below. We'll see you guys again soon. Stay warm.